Hello everybody, SMA Watts here. We are in round 3 of Legacy Tribal and playing against Mr. Mojo Rising. Hello NGLs. This is an unkeepable pile. Like, if it had a way to get, if it had like a careful study, it would be reasonable, but whereas this is actually pretty good. Alright, play first so I can F6, alright. Ugh. Okay. A2. Be done. So I'm basically kind of hoping my opponent doesn't have a swords in their hand. It is sort of the awkward. Like, is the top 10 cards in your library one of them a swords? Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, since he went as good as I think Nova Blast Worm can be, I know Plated Slag Beast is a 2-turn clock, or 3-turn clock. And my goal is just going to be to reanimate the Paleka Worm. And say Paleka a lot. Paleka. Paleka Worm. Ugh, Mirror Entity. That speeds things up, doesn't it? Oh, well, that also helps. And I actually don't need an entomb. Because if he does go for hitting me really hard, I get to kill him next turn. If he doesn't, I get to set myself up with an extra 7 life. I'm gonna take a beating. Like, if he can kill me this turn, it's not outside the realm of possibility. Alright. So, unfortunately, because he has Mirror Entity there, I can't actually just play Massacre Worm. Oh. I also have to exit my combat stage. Alright, we are going to animate the Palaka Worm. Which gives us the important 7 life. And hopefully pulls us out of his ability to sort of reach across and hit us. Though if we do draw a land, I will forbid an alchemy to try and find a reanimator for Massacre Worm if he does attack. I think right now he's debating whether or not he wants to try and he wants to, like, I'm guessing it's swords, whether or not he wants to swords the worm. Okay. Blue. Colorless. I need to hit a reanimate. Nope. Let's see. He has to block at least one on this, and he has to block this. That brings him down to being able to do 20 to me. But he pretty much just kills me in the air. Because they were animate deads. Yeah, I do not have any instant speed removal or reanimation. Yeah, run it back. This was sort of what I anticipated being like my worst matchup. Um, no. This is an awkward keep. Like, I'm kind of depending on the top of my library having some land in it. Wurm, Slagworm. That's gonna be really awkward if I keep a one lander and just don't see another land. Alright, so he's gonna be back in a minute. I mean, this is the downside of running Forbidden Alchemy over something cheaper. But to be fair, I wouldn't be running a one like there's not another blue or black version of Careful Study. And to be perfectly honest, I kind of hope they don't ever print another blue or black version of Careful Study, because I think it'd be way too overpowered for Legacy Reanimator if they could run 8 Careful Studies on color. One damage short. That's annoying. Well, okay, so if I rip a land, I bring up Wurm, and that's a 3-turn clock. I think I have to assume he doesn't actually have swords. I mean, He might have just not drawn it. But he didn't like the way he played. Just felt like he wasn't playing it. So I do wonder if I just went for the Nova Blast, show me the swords, if I would have. Oh, um, did I forget to actually F6 through my turn? All right, Mom. Ooh, got there. Yeah, we have to get the Trampler. Because Mom just blanks a non-Trampler. All right, I can erase that. Ooh. This would be in the awkward spot if I'd really actually like to draw another land. Actually, Careful Study would be great, so like Careful Study. Pitch some of these useless cards, get some land. Alright, since I hit my land drop. Yeah, protection from green. Must have drawn a removal spell. Awkward. Spectral Procession. But Alchemy. I think I have to take the Animate Dead. I mean, there certainly is a universe in which the argument against taking it exists. And we'll animate Dead our engulfing worm. Animate Dead just doesn't seem to be on the battlefield, does it? Yeah, it's not on the battlefield. Well, there's definitely no reason for him not to attack me with at least a Shadow guy. Like, there's no reason to attack with Mom, obviously, because she just gets eaten unless, unless he was to be able to give her vigilance so he could then give her protection from green, and then she'd just be unblockable. So, like, if he has Mirror Entity, I think I might be dead. Like, I don't think I can beat Mirror Entity. But Mirror Entity Spectral Procession is just really hard to beat. No worries. So, if he's thinking, I think that means he's choosing between Soltari Champion and Mirror Entity. Or maybe between playing like I don't know, because all right, you can't have Mirror Entity, because if you have Mirror Entity, you play it because it's your easiest way to win. So is he debating about whether or not he should play? And if he has a removal spell, obviously you play that. Playing a second Mother of Runes, interesting, and an Honor of the Pure. Okay, and attack me for 8. Well, that's about the worst thing I could have drawn. So he has to block both. I'm pretty sure Engulfing Worm still eats the other mom. It's not a target or destroy effect. Alright, we go up to 15. Play Darkslick Shore. And since I'm just holding a handful of worms. Too far. Alright. If he has anything, I lose. But he's not. It's not already in play. Well, I guess he thought about it. I mean, I don't know why he would, but that is lethal-ish. Maybe I should have left my slagworm home? No, it wouldn't have made a difference. It makes me sad, though, that I never was able to get a Massacre Worm into play, because that's, like, the obvious what you want against them.